Welcome, everybody. I hope you're staying dry. We had some water in here after all that rain. Turns out it's coming in through the window up there, so the fellow's coming tomorrow to fix that. But interesting weather. So we're going to be working with silence today. There's so much noise, both externally in the outer environment and sometimes in our heads. There's so much going on just in the day-to-day, but with changes happening so much that adds to what we're dealing with. So we're just going to calm all of that. Excuse me. Just calm it down, get quiet. I don't know if you practice on your own, but just a few minutes of silence can really rejuvenate us. So we're going to work with that now, and we'll bring our hands into Garuda Mudra. So just bring your hands in front of you, palms facing. Bring the right hand outside, left hand inside, and hook your thumbs. And if you have an area, so with your back soreness there, you could bring your hands down to the level. It doesn't have to be over to the side where the issue is, but just at that level. If you want to bring energy more into your creativity, down a little bit more below your navel, heart chakra, enhancing. But Garuda Mudra is very powerful. Garuda is the eagle, so these are eagle hands. So if you would, just close your eyes and let yourself settle. Your nervous system might be a little jangled. Your mind might be a little hyperactive right now. If not, that's fine, but silence is very useful under any condition. As you come into stillness, bring your attention to your breathing, just watching the breath flow in and out. Now, check your hands to make sure that you're not holding really tight, gripping, just loosely holding in your mudra so that the energy can flow freely, okay? Let go of time, activity, allow yourself to enjoy some still, quiet. Sometimes it can be difficult to come into a quiet space. So if that's the case, just open your crown chakra, let divine light flow in, and allow any issues to drain down out your feet, down your body, out your feet. Now, if you would, use your Ujjayi breath, your ocean sounding breath, where you just constrict a little bit in the throat and breathe in the throat, in and out. Imagine you're by the ocean. And now imagine your arms are eagle wings, and breathe as you lift your arms up, reaching your mudra up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly lower down. And repeat. And now, as though you are in the ocean, seaweed flowing, just start with little moves, not all the way over, just little snake sways. Moving your total spine, neck, and torso with just small moves. Deep in the ocean where it's quiet. And then let your sway expand a little bit more, maybe halfway, 50%. Focus on each piece of your spine rolling. And then bringing it all the way over. If you want to release your hands, you can do that. Just whatever's comfortable right now. Just swaying all the way over, moving through your spinal column. Notice how it feels, especially if you have a sore spot. And from wherever you are, we'll circle forward, just easy going, just loosening up all the way around in your circle. And then reverse the same size circle, maybe half of what you're able to do. And now reverse and come further forward. Doesn't have to be maximum, but just loosening up more, circling around. If you're able, just hold on to your knees and come into a little arch when you go to the back. Lift your heart, your ribs, and continue on around. And reverse. Breathe. It's nice to inhale around and then exhale back. And reverse. And then come forward and slide your hands out in front of you. Just reach. Spider walking your hands out, fingers. And then walking your hands back in. Bringing hands around behind you and lift your heart. Bring your shoulder blades together. And then come forward. Stretch your legs out. Shake them out. And circle around. And flexing points. So up on your sitting bones, press the back of your legs against the mat into Dandasana. Lift and point your toes and flex. All right, and then come up onto the balls of your feet. Excuse me. And just rock forward and back, bringing knees eventually at least down to the mat. And eventually bring your knees all the way down and lift up. And bring your arms around behind you for another stretch, taking your arms away. Now, if you do have that sore spot, if you're still feeling it, sometimes you can kind of grab that tightness. So squeeze. If you're able, contract those muscles, lift and arch to the back. And come forward, a slight bend forward. Breathe. Reach up through your crown and squeeze again. And release. And just check it out, loosen up. And then bring your palms forward, let your toes out and pat them on the floor. Okay, noose pose. Invoking Ganesh. So come up onto the balls of your feet. Bring your palms into prayer hands. And turn your torso over to your left. Take your time. And come into Ganesh Mudra. The outer fingers go back, the inner fingers go forward. And slide, hooking your fingers into a prayer twist. The mantra here is Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Release, come back to prayer hands, and bring your hands down. And release your feet and ankles, circle and pat them on the floor, just releasing and loosening up. And then prepare for the other side. Just get your balance, come in, and start your turn to your right. Into your prayer twist. And your Ganesh Mudra, outer fingertips forward, hook your fingers, and come into your prayer twist. Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Invoking Ganesh, asking if it's time to remove obstacles in our way. And come forward, let your legs out, come into a puppy stretch. Relax down, open your shoulders, lengthen, stretching those ribs, shoulders. Breathe. And then pull back. And just come up onto the balls of your feet, up into standing. Coming up into Tadasana or Samasthiti. Breathe. Ground into the earth through the soles of your feet. Draw the light in, divine light, through your crown. Fill your body all the way down through your your feet to the center of the earth. Bring in some crystal energy, some earth energy, and bring it back up through your feet using your mind. Drawing it up and shooting it out the crown and letting it rain down all around you. Okay. So now we're going to repeat that, but we're going to bring our arms in. So breathing up, reaching for the light, reach for the divine light, source energy. Bring it down. Just overlap your palms in front of you. Bring it down, representing through your whole body, down through the floor, down deep into the earth. Bend your knees and scoop up that energy from the crystals, from the earth, Earth Mother's energy, and bring it back up, all the way up, and reach once again, fingertips to the sky. And then bring your palms in to prayer hands. Good. And release. Just coming to the center of your mat, separate your feet, and we'll come into a standing twist. Coming back to center. Coming into Tadasana, good posture. Feel the quiet. Feel yourself coming into quiet. Breathing arms up overhead, reaching for that light. And like an umbrella, bringing it out with your arms and hinge forward in your hips for a little head to knee or ragdoll, just a stretch forward. You can bend one knee and then the other. Walk your hands forward, step your feet back. Coming into down dog, just stretch your heels down. Now just bring your left foot forward into sun pose. Lower down, just ease into the stretch for your hips. Lift your chin. Press down, we'll come into our prayer twist. Bringing your arm outside the knee if it'll come. Press against your leg, bring your palms together. See if you can twist so that you can bring your thumbs to your sternum. Relaxing your hips. And come back to center. Step it back. And right leg forward. Stretching down into your sun pose. Lift your chin. Relaxing your hips. Press firmly into the earth. Lift. Come over to your right for your prayer twist. And come back to center. This time step it in. Breathing arms up overhead. Come into a salute or standing back bend. Reach up, overlap your thumbs or Kali Mudra. Engage your hips. Lift your ribs up and back. And come forward. Good. Now, take in your breath. And just shift the weight over to your right foot. Lift your left knee, focus on a spot. Now just turn to your left. And a little twist. Root into the earth with the supporting foot. Come back to center and release. Get your center again. Take in your breath. Shift the weight over onto your left foot and lift your knee. Come into your twist. And back to center. All right. Bring some energy down into your hands. Shake out your arms. And a few crisscrosses. We're getting ready for eagle pose. All right. Into prayer hands. Just take a normalizing deep breath. Relax. Take in your breath. Arms out. Just a hinge forward in the hips. Bring your right arm underneath into eagle arms. And come back up into standing. I'll turn sideways just so you can see a little bit here for demonstration. Breathing elbows up. Exhaling down. Reach up and down. As you pull down, feel that stretch in your upper back, those trapezius muscles, scalenes. Okay. Now, to finish the pose, take in your breath. Bend both knees and shift the weight over to your left foot. Okay, I'm not going to be mirroring you here for this one. Cross it over. If you can cross it around and back, you want your hips and shoulders forward. Hold your pose. Breathe. Helps to focus on a spot. Bend lower and bring that foot around your ankle even more. Feel the strength in your legs, the power in your eagle. Okay? If you get tired, you might fall out of it. Just come back in for a moment. Straight back, straight and tall. And unwind your legs. Unwrap your arms. Shake them out. Bring energy down into your fingers, the tips of your wings. Circle around in your wrists. Reverse. Good. free palms to prayer hands. It's like, please help me do this. Just kidding. All right. So inhale, hinge forward, exhale, left arm underneath, and swing your arms together. Palms facing as well as you can, and stretch, lift up, exhale down, breathe. Last time, breathe it up and down, and hold your arms, get comfortable, taking a breath. Soften both knees quite a ways and shift the weight over onto your right foot. Find a spot to focus on. And just lift your left leg up and over and see how this side feels. Wrap around if you can. Lengthen in your spine. Sometimes one side is stronger than the other, so this kind of shows us where we're at and what we need to do about it. Okay, so unwind the legs. Whoops. Going to come back in. If you fall out of it, come back, strike the pose, and come out with complete control. Unwind your arms, unwrap, shake them out. All right. Circle around in your shoulders. If you released any debris, toxins, tension, move it right on out. Let it drain out your body. Reverse. Okay. Now, turn sideways on your mat or turn your mat, coming out into a 5-pointed star. Open and shine your light. Toes slightly in if you can. Give a little wiggle to your hips. Kind of loosen up in there. Okay. Turn out your left foot. Separate your feet however wide you want for warrior two. Start with engaged legs, take in your breath. Exhale, bend your left knee, bring it in. Open out to the side. And hold your pose. So chuck your hips and your shoulders, both pointing forward, and gaze over the fingertips, over your bent knee. And if you can, deepen your pose. How do your legs feel after your eagle, your noose pose? Become the witness here. Observe yourself, your thoughts, your body. Your emotions. Take in your breath and draw your knee in. Exhale, reach out, for your triangle pose. So lengthen out, let your body come down as far as it'll go, and then switch your arms and gaze up into your palm. Reach up for the light. Inhale. Exhale back out into warrior two. Notice how it feels. And breathe your knee in. Switch to the other side. Taking your breath. Nice and tall, really open. Exhale it out. Breathe it in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Exhale out. If you feel ready to hold your pose, be sure to press down in the back hip. Reach out through your arms. Just draw your shoulder blades down. Breathe. Relax deeper into the pose. You can separate your feet further if you want. If your arms get really tired and you just don't want to hold them there, then just bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten your knee, press down, hinging down in that front hip and reaching out. Watch for your hamstrings, your hip. Reach out, front knee is straight. Shoulders forward, hips forward. And then switch your arms for your Trikonasana triangle. Keep rolling that hip open. Shoulders look up into your palm. Relax. Breathe. Become the witness. See if you can feel the flow of energy in the triangle. And then reach for the light. Lift. Come back to center. Toes in. Step it in. Palms together. Pause and breathe. Just reflect for a moment on your feelings, your thoughts. Can you feel your higher self above you? Maybe your higher self is within you, physically expressing through you. Notice your posture, rooting into the earth, lifting to the stars. Bring your hands back into Garuda Mudra. Right hand is forward. palms facing. Breathing it up. Reach up and back into a standing back bend. Inhale to center, exhale forward into a forward bend. Head to knee pose. Walk your hands forward. Now just bring one leg, cross it over the other one. Bend your knees. Come down. Let your feet, tops of your feet onto the floor into hero pose. Palms on the soles of your feet. Make sure you're not sitting on your heel. Just make room for yourself. Take in your breath and reach up through your crown. Exhale, folding over your legs. Relaxing down. Slowly lift your crown back up. Whatever knee is on top, bring the opposite arm around for a twist. Lift up. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Reach. Exhale into your twist to see how it feels from this pose. Look over your shoulder. Slowly unwind. Bring your hands behind you. Just lean back and switch your legs. Into hero on this side. Just adjust. Making sure you make room for that heel. Palms on your soles. Reach up through your crown. Breathe some nice Ujjayi breaths. Relax in your hips. Breathe. Exhale forward over your legs. Slowly lift, reaching your crown to the stars. Opposite hand, arm on your leg, coming into a twist. Reach around. Using your arms for leverage. Relaxing your hips as much as you can. Slowly unwind. Release your legs. Straight. And hands next to you or behind you, and just roll to loosen up a little bit more in your hips. Side to side. Prepare for Shavasana. Remaining as still as you can. If you can build up reserves of inner stillness, of inner quiet, you'll be less bothered by noise that's not under your control. Get as comfortable as you can. We did Eagle Mudra, Garuda Mudra, we did Eagle Pose, Garudasana. So if you like, just imagine you're next to a serene lake with mountains all around. Some are snow-capped, some have lots of evergreen trees on them. Sun shining and a cloudless sky. And you see eagles soaring peacefully and quiet. He has little hoods over his eyes to protect his eyes from the sun because he flies so close to the sun. Imagine the power in that eagle. Feel it. Imagine that eagle so well that you become the eagle and you're soaring over that lake and the mountains with all that power, being still. Try to resist any movement. Your nose may itch. Just let it go. And now reawakening to your power at a deeper level, like eagle, with your intuition and your powers of transformation. Become aware of your body, and the earth underneath you, the objects in the room. Coming back fully, but still relaxed and feeling empowered. As you bring movement into your hands and feet, sliding feet together and lifting your knees to your chest. And come over into sitting. Once again, bring your hands into Garuda Mudra. Sealing in your power, your presence, the benefits of your practice, and the benefit of stillness and silence. May your soul be filled with light. May your heart be filled with joy. Have a great start to the week. Namaste.